Slides 1. Word formation, compounding, and blending. Welcome to this presentation about the word formation. I am Aas Milani Hareva, and today we will focus on two common processes, compounding and blending. We'll explore their definition, types, features, and examples. Slide 2. Understanding the concept of compounding. Compounding is about combining two or more words to create a new one. Each part of the compound keeps its original meaning. Compounds may be hyphenated at first but can later merge into a single word. Examples include words like blackboard or sunrise. Slide 3. Types of compound words. There are three main types of compounds: open, closed, and hyphenated. Open compounds are written as two words like hike, school. Closed compounds are joined into one group like rainbow. And the hyphenated compounds such as well-being use a hyphen to connect the parts. Compounding occurs across different languages. Slide 4. Edocentric and exocentric compounds. Compounds can be edocentric or exocentric. Edocentric compounds like toothbrush have a clear head, word related to the compound's meaning. Exocentric compounds like redneck don't have a head word and their meaning is not obvious from the parts. Slide 5. Productive patterns in compound formation. Compounding is one of many ways to create new words. Other methods include prefixation, suffixation, and blending. Examples include unhappy for prefixation, agreement for suffixation, and blackboard for compounding. Slide 6. The characteristic of blended words. Blending takes part of two or more words and combines them. These new words are usually shorter, have unique meanings, and feel informal or creative. Examples include smoke for smoke plus folk and brunch for breakfast plus lunch. Slide 7. Factors influencing blend formation. Blends are formed for several reasons: to make language concise, to add playfulness, or to create catchy terms. This process is especially popular in advertising and media. Slide 8. Semantic aspect of blending. Blends combine meaning of the original words, sometimes metaphorically. They can also create entirely new meanings, making them a creative way to expand the language. Slide 9. Productivity and creativity in blending. Blending inspires creativity, wordplay, and new words to describe modern ideas. It reflects cultural changes and adapts to new social norms and technologies. Slide 10. Compounding, and blending. Finally, let's compare compounding and blending. Compounding uses whole words, while blending merges part of words. Both methods enrich the language and help express complex ideas in unique ways. I think that's all for me, and the next material will be presented by the second presenter.
Hello, my name is Ratni Sriwayuni Lembanmatu, so I will continue the next material. I will discuss about acronyms, the compact way of forming new words. Okay, let's start with the definition of acronyms. The first point is, what are acronyms? Acronyms are a type of abbreviation formed from the initial letters of a phrase or multi-word name. Unlike other abbreviations, acronyms are designed to be pronounced as new words, making them more memorable. For example, familiar acronyms like NASA, SCUBA, and LASER have become part of our everyday language. Okay, next point is types of acronyms. These are three main types of acronyms. The first is initialism. These are pronounced as a series of letters such as BBC or FAQ. Two, blended acronyms. These combine the initial letters with parts of words like smoke with comes from smoke and work or Brexit, which combines British and exit. 3. Recursive acronyms. These include the phrase they represent, such as NEW, which stands from News, not Unix, or PIN, which stands for Personal Identification Number. Next point is advantages and disadvantages of acronyms. Acronyms have both advantages and disadvantages. The advantages include brevity, memorability, and the ability to convey complex ideas concisely. However, there are also disadvantages, such as potential ambiguity, overuse leading to obscurity, and a lack of transparency for those unfamiliar with the term. Next point is crafting memorable acronyms. When creating acronyms, there are three key factors to keep in mind. The first is relevance. Ensure the acronyms relate directly to concept it represents. 2. Pronounceability. Choose letters that form a pronounceable word or phrase. 3. Memorability. Aim for an acronym that is easy to remember and recall.
Hi, I'm Anissa Pakpahan, and the next material will deliver by me. Slide 1. So the next material in the word formation process is clipping. Clipping, which is a fascinating word formation process. Clipping involves shortening longer words to create more concise form. It's widely used in English and has given us a variety of clip words that we use in our daily conversation. Slide 2. What is clipping? Clipping is the process of shortening a word, typically by removing one or more syllables. The purpose is to create a shorter and more concise version of the word. Clip words are often used in informal or conversational settings because they give a casual, relaxed tone. Interestingly, the clip words can sometimes keep the same part of the speech as the original words, or it might change. Slide 3. Types of clipping. Now let's look at the three main types of clipping. The first is apocryph. This is when the end of the word is removed. For example, lab comes from the laboratory and flu comes from the influenza. The second is syncope. This is when the middle of the word is removed. For instance, fridge comes from the refrigerator and demo comes from the demonstration. Number 3 is apathesis. Here, the beginning of the word is removed. For example, like phone comes from the word telephone and could comes from the paraquat. Slide 4. Let's move on to the advantages and disadvantages of clipping. First is conciseness. Clipping makes words shorter, making them easier to use in daily speech and writing. Number 2 is informality. Clip words sounds more casual and colloquial. This can be advantageous in informal situations, but it might not be suitable for formal setting. Number 3 is potential ambiguity. On the downside, clip words may lose some of their original meaning, which can lead to misunderstanding or ambiguity. Slide 5. Example of clip words in English. Finally, here are some common examples of clip words. For example, gym from the gymnasium, exam from examination, prom from promenade, condo from condominium. This example show how clip has great words we often use in our daily lives.
Okay, the last material is back formation, the research engineering of word formation. Okay, let's start. The first point is definition and examples of back formation. Back formation is a way of creating a new word, usually a verb, by removing a part of an existing longer word. This part is often a prefix or a suffix. For example, edit comes from editor, babysit comes from baby sister. There are also less obvious examples. First, beg comes from beggar. 2. Donate comes from donation. In short, back formation is about simplifying a longer word to create something new. Okay, next point is factors influencing back formation. Why do we use back formation? There are three main reasons. The first is analogy. People create new words by comparing them to others. If they see a pattern, like editor becoming edit, they might think it works for other words too. 2. Language change. Over time, the meaning or structures of words may become unclear. This can make people reinterpret a word and create a new one. 3. Cognitive bias. Humans naturally think simpler words come first, even if this isn't true. So, they tend to remove what looks like extra parts to make shorter words. These factors show how people influence the development of language. Okay, next point is advantages and disadvantages of back formation. Advantages. Back formation helps us create new words. These new words are usually shorter and easier to use in daily conversations. Disadvantages. Back formation can make use lose and historical meaning of words. For example, if we only know edit, we might not understand how it relates to editor. It can also create confusion or ambiguity when using words. Even with its challenges, back formation is an important part of how language changes. Okay, last point is implications for lexicography and language evolution. First, for lexicography, back formation makes it harder for lexicographers or dictionary makers to trace the origins of words. They must carefully study how words were formed. 2. For language evolution, back formation shows how dynamic language is. It's a process that helps language grow and adapt to the way people use it. And the 3. Language debate. Now everyone agrees about back formation. Some see it as helpful from creating new words, while others think it can make language less clear.